Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining Stone International Wellness Podcast. Today, I have a wonderful time and privilege with my amazing friend, Cleo Greene. No other than any one of you guys have to look her up. She's an amazing
You're so
anchor
sweet.
on WFAA, and we have come to know each other a little bit over years ago.
Yeah.
And so, share with everyone a little bit about you.
About me. Oh
Humble.
my gosh. That's such a
non-humble. Non-humble.
no. I don't whenever someone I guess asks me that question, I'm like, where do I start? Like where do I begin, I guess?
That's right.
But we're in Dallas. I'm originally from Jersey, first generation American. My mom is from Jamaica. My dad is from Guyana, which is a little country in South America. They came to America in the 80s. So yeah, first person in my family to be born here in the States. And grew up in Jersey. My dad joined the Air Force, grew up on McGuire Air Force Base in New Jersey, so military brat.
Yeah.
But always knew from like young age, because my mom's a special education teacher, so she like forced my brother and I to like read and do literature and write essays. So I always like had this love for reading and talking, and I was always so animated.
Yeah.
And I remember my grandmother, she came to visit from Jamaica, and she's a big news junkie. Like she loves watching the news. And we were sitting there and watching the news, and in her accent, she's like, Cleo, me can't see you doing that. And I'm like, what do you mean? Me can't see you on the news like that. And I'm like, oh my God, I can see myself on the news too. And then ever since then, like since 8th grade, I've always been doing something media, TV tech related.
Yeah.
I always knew I wanted to be in broadcast journalism, and gosh, here I am. Went to college in Rowan University, graduated in 2008, and that was like the year of the economic recession, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So no one was hiring. No one was hiring. I got my first job in St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands, working for PBS. So I lived in the islands for like 3.5 years.
You did?
I did. That was like that was the only place that would have hired me.
Oh, wow.
So I went to the Virgin Islands, and because my family's from the islands, it wasn't like I had to acclimate to how the culture is and how people are out there. It was just, gosh, my first time living on my own. I was like on an island, like I couldn't drive back
I love
home.
island. I
Yes.
love island.
But gosh, I was so young, and I was trying to be like so professional. I wish if I could go back in time, just enjoy
that
living
beautiful
on
island.
an island.
Yeah.
Then I went to Augusta, Georgia. Ooh, that was that was a change of pace. Went to Augusta, Georgia. Then I got a job in Maryland, then Minneapolis.
Yeah.
And now I'm here in Dallas.
And then, of course, your daddy, I kind of stalk your social media
She's
all
so
the
cute.
time.
She does not stalk anything. You're so busy.
And your mother and dad are so amazing. Just the way they're compassionate and they serve. And so for me, apple does not fall far from a tree.
You're right.
So you have that passionate, not only just an anchor, a new anchor, but you have this amazing way of telling people stories.
Thank
so
you,
I have just
Casey.
always in love of how you are, and I learned so much from you. She's also an amazing coach. She always said, okay, QC, you got to do this right here, help me.
Because you're just so intelligent. You have so much to say.
And so, but yet, when you're so passionate about it, you just are over the place. So with this amazing coach, she's like, go back to your lane.
Let's start here, then go here. No, you're so awesome, QC.
And then talk a little bit about that amazing, handsome husband.
Oh, that's a long story, QC.
Well, that's okay.
Okay. I'll give like the short version. So I actually met my husband the year that I graduated from college. So probably like 2008, 2009. He went to Johnson & Wales University in Miami. And, I was from Jersey. So my girlfriends and I are like, let's do one big hangout before we like start adulting. So before we be adults and be good. We went to Miami, and we went to this club in Miami back in the day when like clubs were fun and safe kind of. So we went to this club, and he was there, and we were dancing and hanging out, and he was really sweet. He had this beautiful smile that I'll never forget. But I was
handsome to me. He's so handsome.
But he was, but I was into the tall, athletic kind of bad guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll give you my number because you got me a lot of drinks and we had a lot of fun. But you're not my person. That's what I said in my head, right? You're not my person. And throughout the years of me dating all these frogs and all these guys that I thought were my type,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
His name is Cornelius. He never went anywhere. He would always send me a text message, call me, check up on me.
Yes.
And
Gentleman.
he was just a gentleman. Never forgot my birthday, would send me little stuff. And he also in this process was like, gosh, I wish you would give me a real chance, right? And I was like, no, we could be friends, but you're just not for me. And I think my dad was living in Japan at the time.
Yeah.
For my 30th birthday, I went to go visit my dad in Japan, and coming back on that long flight by myself, I was just writing in my journal, and I was like, dear God, like, what is it, right, that I need in my life when it comes to a husband, future father? Like, what are the, I guess, the qualities that matter instead of me being so shallow with physical.
Right.
And all of those qualities was literally him.
Yeah.
And I prayed on it, and this sounds so crazy, but I swear I heard someone, I don't know if it's an angel, say, Cornelius! And I got mad. I was like, no, it's not him! It's not him! But I'm like, no, oh my God, it is really him. And I called him, and I'm like, will you give me a chance to really date you seriously? And he was like, you've hurt me so many times. Are you serious? And I was like, no, I'm really, really serious. And I was living in Minneapolis at the time.
Okay.
And he was like, all right. He was in Dallas.
Oh.
Yep, he moved back to Dallas because he's originally from Dallas.
Yes.
And he was like, yeah, let's give it a chance. And we started dating. And you know how TV works. My contract was about to end.
Yeah.
I was so ready to leave Minneapolis. And I was like, all right, I emailed the news director here in Dallas, and I was like, are you interested in me? Can I come meet you? Yeah. And usually it's such a formal process. Yeah. But she said, yeah, come when you're ready. And I got the job here in Dallas.
That's so
with
awesome.
him, and he literally proposed that week. My mom was like, you're moving to Dallas to go live with a man. I don't know how I feel about shacking up. And that same week he proposed, and she was like,
okay.
Thank God. Thank God. Yeah, but it was also crazy because it was like I was engaged and also dating him. Like we were never living in the same state ever. So that was like we were engaged and dating at the same time. So it wasn't like I could be like, oh boy, bye. Like I was engaged. So we had to, it was almost like a little bit of arrangement.
Yeah.
We had to really like say, wait, this is a serious moment here.
Yeah.
Like we gotta learn to adjust to each other. But
right. So your daddy is our community hero. He been a service.
Yes. Yeah. 39 years.
39 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then you marry a gentleman who also is our hero.
Yeah. He's a detective for Dallas County Sheriff's Office, and it's hard. It's challenging. Yeah. He's been in for like 15, 16 years now. It's kind of crazy because he went to school to be a chef. He wanted to be,
Really?
Yes, he went to school to be a chef. He can really cook and to be like in hospitality.
Now that explain every time he comes in.
He always talks about food.
Yes,
and that's his love.
When I feed him, he's like, oh, yes, I got to try this recipe. So now that explains.
That's his love. And Wolfgang Puck,
yeah.
He opened up Wolfgang Puck's restaurant in Miami, and then Wolfgang Puck sent him to Dallas to open Reunion Towers restaurant.
Really?
Yes, but then he learned he was basically living in the restaurant, and he was like, wait a minute. I don't know if I want this to be my
lifestyle.
Yeah, I don't have any downtime. I'm always in the restaurant. So then that's when he joined Dallas County Sheriff's Office and went through the academy and all of that. And it's been a rough time for officers, right?
Yeah.
For police officers, especially for a Black man.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of, sensitive issues that we talk about and things he doesn't agree within the own police department.
Yeah.
So, I'm so proud of him, but I also know it's
it's
a challenging.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we are so thankful you are here. And I'm
glad to be here.
And so, but anyway, so the journey travel back into Stone International Wellness Center.
Yes.
And then you guys get to come and do
cupping.
A wellness retreat for cupping detox. So share with our audience a little bit about your experience and what you thought about.
Well, I always heard of cupping, right? Like you
Right.
hear of Michael Phelps and, he has his red cup marks on his body, but I never, you know what I mean, thought that you could come to a center like this and get it done, right?
Right.
Just kind of look like an elite type of thing that they do. But gosh, like meeting you and learning about cupping and how, it's just generations of like medicine from long time ago,
Thousands
right?
of years, yeah.
Amaze me. And then my husband was totally down to do this too. And the experience was so cool. Like to hear the glass, to see you with the fire, to place it on our skin. And you had actually said to me, because you had looked at our bodies and you were like, you have, what did you say? Fibroids. You said you have fibroids. And I was like, I do. Right? Like, what? What? You did what? You're like, yeah, you have fibroids. And I'm like,
multiple.
Okay. Right. I'm like, okay. So you still like did the cupping and it was awesome. And I think with my husband, like somewhere on his side, he had a little leakage there too.
Yes. Lots of them.
Yeah.
Lots of them.
And then you sealed it up and I mean, it was really cool, like to see that and to see what is really inside of our bodies,
right?
And how it can come out naturally as well.
Yeah.
Because I'm totally into that. And then, 3 months later, I really did go to a Western doctor.
Yes, we believe in Western and Eastern medicine,
yes.
So we advise that you got to go. You got to go.
I did. I actually went to a fertility doctor to see what was going on, and he gave me a vaginal sonogram, and he was like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, oh, that doesn't sound good. What do you mean, oh my gosh?
Yeah.
And he found a dermoid on my, I think, left or right ovary that was just like way too big to keep it there if we were going to like continue at some sort of treatment.
Yes.
So like we made the appointment to get it taken out. I got an MRI. Thank God it was benign, like nothing was in it. And then we got it out.
It was huge.
Yeah, it was the size of a grapefruit.
Wow.
And then there was another little one connected to it.
2 of them, right?
So she took it out and all of that. And I was like out of work for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But it was just unreal because I'm like, oh my God, babe, QC said I had something. And you were right. But I'm glad it's out.
Yeah. So being a holistic practitioner for 39 years, I believe in Western and Eastern medicine. Eastern medicine is definitely have to be preventative for a situation like yourself, and then for modern Western medicine is where there's so many advanced technology in this day and age for Eastern and Western. And so for 39 years, I have a privilege to work with so many Western doctors, from venous doctor to dermatologist to plastic surgeon. I always said, oh, she had that, so can I try this? And under the doctor's supervision, we have been able to help so many patients. So that's why I write so many thousands of different programs. And one of the things that young women have fibroid a lot is from the toxic environment that we're going through.
You're right. The toxic environment, the foods that we eat.
That's
I mean, we're exposed to so
like even pad and tampon
more.
That people don't
even
realize.
I even switched to organic tampons.
Yes.
I switched my body wash to all natural.
That's right.
A lot of things I've been changing. Even my perfume, I don't put it on my skin anymore.
Right.
There's just so much that we're exposed to, and I mean, you can see it in like the evolution of humans, right? Like our moms, they didn't really have trouble getting pregnant or, dealing with so much disease.
Because everything was so natural and
so much stuff was so natural. There wasn't so many emissions in the air. I mean, we can go on and on, but it was a better world back then.
Yes.
And now we're just dealing with so much stuff that we can't even control, down to like phthalates and all of that.
That's right. That's right. So that's one of the reasons why I was so thankful you shared that on social media, because
I did.
You have inspired so many young women to now go get regular yearly pap smear, go get regularly health and wellness checkup, because it is so preventative. You doing well now, right?
Oh yeah, I've never felt
and you
better.
So,
Thank
like
you.
when you came see us, you so beautiful anyway. But every single one of them come see us. They are so full of inflammation and things like that
Yeah.
cause inflammation in your body. And then awareness. So 50% of everything that we do in our community is with food.
I
And so
know.
you change your
Yeah.
awareness, your environment. Did you know that there's over 85,000 chemical manufactured each and every day that we encounter too?
Oh gosh.
You know, and that includes everything from the detergent, tampon, shampoo, soap,
Oh, change my
candle,
detergent too.
yeah, things like that. You know, so if anyone have never received any cupping,
Mm-hmm.
um, here we do a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Many of them say, you know what? What about those one in at a market that we can buy that?
No,
comes
I wouldn't
in?
even like play with. No, I wouldn't even play around with those.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I would come to you for sure.
We have a holistic doctor even come and say, you know, QC, that's a lot of cup. You got a lot of cup in your body.
Yeah.
But we chase your lymphatic drainage and deal with the interstitial fluid, which is a fluid that carry 40 to 60% of your body weight. So to be able to create an artificial valve outside of your body to flush toxicity, create movement, blood circulation. So that's where your doctor could be able to do the thing that he's doing.
It's definitely worth trying.
Yeah.
It really, really is.
I'm so
Really
thankful that you doing wells and your Western doctors have been able to take care of you the way he does. So if there's anyone out there that never done cupping and aggressive like what we do here, what are your advice for them?
Try it. Like honestly, try it. If you I guess care about your health, right?
Yeah.
And wanna and if you believe in detoxes and detox juices
Yes.
and all of that, like this is like the biggest form of a detox. Like
Yes.
those cups are literally pulling stuff out of your body. I would 100% do it.
I have written many articles for our community, and one of the things that I get so denied is that I don't believe your skin is the largest organ in your body. So many doctors even say, you know, QC, you are so wrong. The skin is the largest organ in your body. But I'm very disagree with that. I believe your interstitial fluid is the largest organ in your body. And utilizing the skin, which is the second largest organ in your body, is to release everything out on your follicle hole. But you must know what you're doing, and you must chase this at the right meridian. So here at Stone International Wellness Center, we believe in the root cause, the cause of why she's feeling fatigue, why she's not able to move forward the way she's doing. And so that's why her and her husband come and get detox. So
Yeah, he totally wants to come back,
yes.
by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I know you're always booked and busy, but
Yeah.
he was like, I want to go back. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. But you know, one thing about him is the things that he did not realize it, but bullet vest.
Oh
that he
yeah,
had
he's
to,
wearing
you
wearing
know.
a bulletproof vest what pretty much all day. It's
Yeah.
20 pounds in addition to the weight that's on his like reproductive organs,
Yes.
his gun, all of that. It's a lot of weight and it's a lot of metal.
Yes. And then if those are the things that you have to be careful. And also the 5G, you know, we in a high technology, we on our phone, we put our earbud, those kind of things that really, really cause toxicity in your body. Well, Cleo, I'm so thankful you
Glad to
come
be here.
to Stone International.
Make me look good. Splice this up and
That's
stuff.
right. And then now, you know, she's be able to share with some folks of her experience. And I hope that you watching this video and just don't be afraid. If you have fibroid, if you have any chronic disease, it's okay. You know, we're here to help. And at Stone International Wellness Center. And then if you are not able to come to see us at Stone International Wellness Center, we have a foundation called The Source of Hope, and that's where we accepted scholarship. And last year we gave over $1.5 million worth of health and wellness services away, just to a community who don't have insurance or to our heroes. So, you know, you can contact us at info@stoneiwc.com. or info@thesourceofhope.org. We'd love to help you. Thank you again so
Of
much
course,
for joining
QC.
us.
Thank you for all you do.
Yes. Thank you, everyone, for joining me and Cleo today. Until next time, have a wonderful and blessed day.